and it's the ghost of the past, Cancer. Brace yourself. There's something coming back from your past here that you've very much let go of, with the Lady of the Harvest and the, thank you sweetheart, 4 swords at the base of the deck here. Lady of the Harvest is, I mean, this is almost a grieving process that you've gone through. It certainly can be a feeling of loss or regret, but there is definitely some pain in letting go here and a period of retreat. But it is a return to peace here. You may have even felt at some point quite depressed by this connection, or the person you were dealing with was very depressed and maybe even a little bit of a self-saboteur. But this is suggesting that they're coming back around here with the ghosts of the past. So this is old friends. We are at a hell of an angle. What is going on? Yeah. No. I'm going to, hang on, sorry. Tighten up a bit. Lovely big pan print. That's it. Here we go. Let's go. Ghosts of the past. Now, I think I've just had this recently. It might have been a personal, actually. Old friends, boyfriends, crushes, place and situations, or reminders of them come up to remind you of either how far you've come, or that there's still work to be done in areas you thought were long settled. We have life themes and we all have challenges and patterns, but the trick is to move through them quickly and to learn from them permanently. These ghosts with the mask are here to show you what or who needs an adjustment in your life, and clearing where you make peace with people you feel you may have to forgive, or indeed have to be forgiven. This is the cause of the indecision you're now facing. The ghosts of the past are haunting you, and it's Judgment Day. So yeah, there's something that's ended at some point in the past for you. Venus retrograde again. This is all my water signs are looking like this. We've got a caring connection here, so I do think that this is probably a masculine that's let go of some sort of negative attachment in his past here, that's attempting to resolve a situation. This sounds very similar to Scorpio, I have to say, where there has been trickery in the past, and they now feel very possibly determined to put a situation right. Now this is, I think, your energy, Cancer. The Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide, and the Squirrel Spirit in reverse here. So the Hawk Spirit is about having a very you know, like a bird's eye view of things, being very connected to Spirit, and seeing things for what they are. But it's also about listening to your intuition and not to dismiss any sort of signs you get in your dreams or synchronicities during the day, hearing a song on the radio repeatedly, you know, repeated numbers, stuff you see on license plate. It's about paying attention to all of that. And yet, as much as I think you may be paying attention to it, I think, Cancer, you're dismissing it with the Squirrel Spirit in reverse here. Believe in yourself, because there's possibly a loss of faith in yourself, or a loss of faith that maybe you saw these synchronicities for a very long time, and they ultimately amounted to a pile of, what is it? Hill of beans. Is that it? A hill of beans, yes. And I kind of feel like you're like, oh, just no. That's honestly what I'm getting from this. Like, you've been there, you've done that, you've got the t-shirt, you saw the synchronicities, you saw everything all lining up, and it was all very, you know, this is my person, this is going to happen, and it all probably turned to shit. And then you had to deal with the whole recovery of getting over them again, and now they're coming back, and the synchronicities are maybe starting to pick up. But with Squirrel Spirit in reverse, I feel this is a lack of confidence in your ability to handle a situation, your ability to interpret a situation, or, you know, because it's quite a challenging time for you. I think that you're seeing all this again, and it's all coming back around again, as all the old memories are stirring up. The song I got on this was, I'm here to say, or it's Adore You. Again, I got this in one of my other readings. If you follow me, you'll know which one it is. All the songs will be below. Let me adore you. And I'm here to say, I give to you unselfishly. Living without you is driving me insane. I will find the songs. Please do listen to them below. So absolutely someone that, you know, you're in separation from, but not just that, you've given up on this person, you've healed from this situation. You are seeing the synchronicities coming up again, and you're like, hell to the no, been there, done that. You know, I'm like literally recovered, and now here they come again. Isn't that just a way? And we've got Sylvanus here, so this is clarity. Clarity on a choice that someone has made in love or with regards to your love, confirmed with the Sun card. More clarity. I sort of feel like this is someone who's, I mean, I've got hostilities here. So this may be like a communication you get through that, you know, a choice that someone has made in love, or that they've chosen you, or, you know, you're their divine counterpart, whatever it may. I sound so sarcastic when I say that. I really don't mean to. It's just my way. Either you're feeling really hostile about this, I think you probably are, or they are incredibly determined to make this relationship work where it has fallen apart before. But there is most definitely a clarity coming into the situation with regards to love, caring connection at the base of the deck here. And with the long card, this is my long one of my older couples that would have been through the wars. She's just freaking exhausted. He's just always messing up, but she still loves him. It's all that sort of stuff here. So there's some sort of again, intuitive messages coming through about this love connection, but someone is doubting them and almost has a real fear of it. Either a fear that they're not enough, they're not up to what this relationship requires, or they literally are not trusting their intuition. I think they are receiving very powerful intuitive messages, but it's really causing them a lot of anxiety as to how to deal with it. The main anxiety is coming up with regards to communication. Archangel Gabriel with the throat chakra here. As I say that, my throat chakra closes up. This is someone who has got a real fear of expressing how they feel about you, and that can be vice versa. Having a real fear of having the conversation, a real conversation about everything that's gone on between you, because they still feel very, very connected to you. There's been some sort of complication, some massive fly in the ointment here. There has definitely been a blockage with the feline here. So this is really critical behavior. This is there's loose ends that need to be tied up, but there's also some sort of delayed completion. But this is a very accusatory, offended, pissed off energy. And it's to do with someone's home situation. There's been blockages to either your marriage, your commitment, or their home situation has actually been a real bind for them. They've been stuck to something that they've had to resolve before they could fix things with you. And this is sort of suggesting that the communication is to explain where they've been at for however long you've not been in contact. But this is them coming back around with an explanation, albeit it's filled with anxiety and stress and doubt as to how to explain what has gone on, but it is an explanation, and that they would like a new start. They, you know, or to explain again why, you know, something ended. Maybe you didn't get, you know, proper closure or clarity, but this is like the bring out the death card, but it's also transformation, you know. And I think that is the conversation. The birds is about conversation, but it's an anxious conversation again. This might be a very anxious speaker, someone who's, you know, really, you make nervous. But this can also suggest that you might have had a lot of arguments with the hostility cards here. So you might be both quite fiery individuals with regards to this subject. So they want to transform your situation, your connection, make it into something brand new, fresh, innocent, bring back the trust, very much like the Scorpio reading. And they're hugely receptive to love. They're offering love. They have probably been dealing with some sort of home situation. Maybe they've had their own Maybe they were married and they've had to deal with a divorce, but they are deadly serious. That's what I'm going to tell you, Cancer. This person is deadly serious. I don't know who they were before, but they are deadly serious. Trickeries in reverse with gossip. So they want to have a conversation here about what has gone down, where the deception has been, what has not been honest. Maybe you've had a lot of, like, you know, involved in a friend group or family, and there's been a lot of gossip about them, about you, and it just feels like Chinese whispers gone about rampant here. They want to have that all cleared up. And their energy is the Sandpiper spirit in reverse and the Whale spirit upright. And again, come back to, I think this is a Scorpio reading. I had the Whale spirit in reverse. This is somebody who's not playing. This is somebody who's literally speaking, not just from the heart, but from their solar plexus here. Very, very determined. They have been to the depths of their emotional psyche, dug it all up, and it's coming out. And 1111 is coming out like straight. No messing. No messing. This is a very serious individual about this connection, however it's been before. They feel it's fortuitous, they feel it's destined, and they have an enormous amount of anxiety about it. It's either you're the hostile one or they're just really determined to see this work. Okay, advice for Cancer. Venus retrograde, gonna say it again. Seems to be affecting my water signs more than anyone else so far. Right, okay. We're only at the beginning, but this is a long haul. Cancer, please, Spirit, what advice can you offer for my Cancer? The ghost of the past. Oh, God Almighty, Autumn, what did I get that in Scorpio as well? Pisces. God, you're all connected. My water signs. Check the water readings. Release and the old and rest. Have you to release this person? It is a timeline indicator. Connect with your emotions. This sort of suggests that you're sort of stuffing down your emotions here, and I'm kind of getting that. I am kind of getting that. You're getting all the signs, but you're almost dismissive of them or quite irritated by them, Cancer, because I think it's, as I say, I've been here before. I saw all the signs. It was all super magical, and it all turned to shit. And now I'm recovered, and I've had my sorrow, and I've let go, and they come back around and expect me to do it again. Don't know if I'm up for it. All the water signs sound very similar. Be the light, the White Witch. So, you know, just say hi, bye. Pay attention. Let me just ask, what is Cancer's advice regarding the person who's coming around? Did I say Pisces? No, I didn't. Cancer's advice for the ghost of the past. How should Pisces handle the ghost of the past? How should Pisces handle the ghost of the past? Sorry, that's really noisy if you get your earphones in. How should Pisces handle... Oh my Lord. Cancer. How should Cancer deal with the ghost of the past? Cancer's advice for the ghost of the past. Nice. Oh my Lord, shut up. Oh, it's so lovely. The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Both upright. It might be an earth sign you're dealing with. Yeah. You've got to entertain this. You've got to have the conversation, be receptive to it, be open to it. This person's coming from a very loving place. Hello, freaking Hierophant, commitment, marriage. And as I say, this person is super serious. There's like we're getting no frills on here. This is not some seduction or a romance coming in. This is someone who's coming in almost with a contract that is written to say, this is my offering. There's 13 pages and 14 clauses. Sign here. Oh my gosh. Okay, Cancer. So yeah, you're clearly doubting because you've been through it before and you've healed from it again, and it is coming back around, my love. So your advice is you need to hear this person out. You need to be compassionate. You need to be loving. You need to be open. You need to be prepared to hear what they've got to say, because what they have to say is genuine. Okay, have a good one. Bye.